So we're gonna need a big ass area.
Okay.
So this said you knew about all sorts of secret locations in the outer rim. There are a few spots I never bothered to report to the Empire. Here we learn how we experienced this fade into obscurity.
Yo, you here, Liam?
It wasn't on the run. It was simply
Yeah.
You get this half, I'll get this half. Oh, it went dark all of a sudden.
Yep, my bad.
Darth Sidious's plot to turn the Republic into an empire, while using all of his clone brothers to kill off the Jedi. So these two also had their bioinhibitor chips removed, but choose to live with him on an Imperial Star Destroyer. Agent Callus is informed that they were receiving a transmission with a clone encryption. He was informed that this was most likely just an old clone, whose degenerating mind still had him fighting in the war.
Let's put one down here.
As a record of calls of delusional distress, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
I don't got a shovel.
The new Imperial leadership and troopers that phased out the Clone and Republic personnel
I got a
were
shovel.
accustomed to seeing these Clone Wars relics degrading into madness, as the Empire simply waited for them to arrive at their age-accelerating deaths. And back in the Walker, we see how unnerved Kanan is by Ezra's acceptance of these troopers.
Let's go see how far this thing goes back. Oh.
The agreement was that to repay the clones for the info on the new base, the Spectres would help to take down an enormous troop.
Need a touchdown or something, bud?
That evening, Kanan is venting to Hera about having to deal with these clones, and she reminds him that clone troopers saved billions of lives, including hers. When Ezra was asking Rex about the war, he talks about what Anakin told him all those years ago at the beginning. A great Jedi once told me, the best leaders lead by example. You do that well. But Sabine rushes in and says that the clones sold them out. There was a transmission sent by the Walker to the Empire, and multiple calls from Ahsoka were being ignored, confirming Kanan's fears that they were still working.
Oh wow, and an iron.
But Rex is adamant that this didn't happen, while noticing that Wolf is suspiciously silent.
I wanted to protect you guys. Protect us what? The war is over. We are free men.
The argument was interrupted by an Imperial probe droid.
Oh, you ran into coal.
He still had it with
I need this, I need them in my stuff.
the probe with a single bolt. Thinking they were free to go, Rex gives them a list of locations that would be great.
I need to put that down so I can see.
Coordinates of every Republic base, separatist installation, pirate hideout, and smuggler's den in the outer rim. Plus a few Mandalorian bases that even Dave forgotten about.
Bit of a dark there at the end by
This is gonna take a bit.
that their list is more accurate of Mandalorian
Honestly.
locations than in now
So what? Here's the limit. We don't go past here.
After the Empire used the siege of Mandalore
Here?
to permanently place
Oh, John, by the way, I spent some time getting your shulker box. Here.
responding to Wilk's claim of having spotted a Jedi, to which he now denies.
Fucking that
So
off.
that's basically a chest where you can pick up and move it anywhere you
The
want.
Spectres know
Yeah, no, I know. You're not streaming.
die.
I am.
Got a better class of soldier than
What's your name then?
troopers.
Like I said here, while you're doing this, let me send you it on Snap.
Opening up a crate of GAR weaponry, including an RPS-6
'Cause it's a new one.
I hear zombies.
Ezra is still curious about the Clone Wars, as it always seemed far off and exciting growing up on Lothal, and with him being born on the very same day that the Empire was formed.
I don't think the fighting ever got to Lothal. General I fought with was among the greatest of the generals.
Damn, I think we like Pinot right. Oh, emeralds.
More times than I can count.
When the Imps dropped their new walkers,
One
he was
emerald.
curious and honestly impressed.
Reinforced armor plating, heavy cannons, and anti-personnel blasters.
And he knows that this is not a fight that they could win, instead turning away and trying to run. With an enormous sandstorm coming, this might be their only hope, as he knows with Jedi you can pull off some pretty amazing things. Kanan can feel the Imp's presence in the Force, and uses it to guide while everyone else is blind.
I always trust my general.
The Jedi puts them in the center
Did you
of
send it?
the 80s, and with Ezra using the Force as well, he's able to let a guided shot.
It's 12 a.m. almost.
Neck joint to bring it down.
You guys almost
Spectres need
12.
to use this break in the storm to escape back to the coast.
We're not abandoning anyone.
God damn it.
Escape. Now move!
And the ISD in orbit happens to be recalled at that same moment by none other than Lord Vader, Rex's old general, inadvertently saving him once again. Well, the clones take on the two remaining Imperial walkers. The fight would have been their last, but Kanan could not bring himself to let the clones die after protecting their escape. Turning back, they were able to drop in on the walker, while the ATTE was recklessly charging the other. This combo of clone troopers and Jedi leadership proved effective once more. And this fight convinced Rex to join the rebels. where he sees that the little one is all grown up. So,
Has to happen sometime, Rex.
with the Spectres, Rex enjoys seeing the old master and
I'm trying to find my old
his
account.
wisdom that he picked up from watching his Jedi Temple. And he actually disagrees with Kanan's teaching methods, even going so far as to directly insult Kanan, implying that he was the source of the boy's lack of discipline.
There's where the boy's lack of discipline comes from.
You're saying I lack discipline?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Him and Kanan continue to fight about the balance between being trained as a soldier versus being trained as a Jedi. And Ezra just leaves to join Sabine in Zev's mission. One of his base recommendations led them to check out an old Republic medical station, but they were tracked here by an Inquisitor. Luckily, Zev was able to blast them with the Phantom and scoop up the rest of the team, who returned to Phoenix Squad's mobile base. The next day, we would see how the young Ezra is being pulled between these Clone Wars veterans. And while Ezra was searching for a lost ship with Jun Sato, they were pulled out of hyperspace. To bring them back,
Make this whole all out of calls and yes.
and neither of them were too happy about taking on this mission
Stay
together.
here.
Rex.
He can also impersonate a stormtrooper.
Right. That's because he is a stormtrooper.
And Rex wasn't too keen on donning this new
Alright.
armor.
I would never be on their side or wear that junk armor.
But the duo take a stolen Sentinel class and make their way towards Ezra's last known location. As they approach, Rex's knowledge of the codes proves invaluable.
7-5 test zone off limits to you, S-257.
We're gonna have a 3376 on our hands.
And Rex had to admit that this Jedi had some useful tools of his own.
Not bad. I've seen better.
Once they find out where Ezra is, they race to him, but are accidentally shot with a stun blast from the boy as he was already working on rescuing himself. And Rex notices that this was not Republic Phase 1 or Phase 2 armor.
Oh, this armor doesn't
I don't.
protect from anything.
You didn't send it yet.
When Ezra wants to disable the interdictor, Rex agrees, going against Kanan and now requiring them to split up and search the ship. With Chopper in the main reactor, he was able to sabotage.
Okay, I'll send you my my YouTube channel.
Alright.
Blasting their way down through the ship and trying
I'm gonna take out my calls though now, real quick.
was having a hard time adjusting.
How the hell do I share YouTube channels?
Just type it in the chat.
As they press on towards the Sentinel, the waves of stormtroopers.
I found one emerald. Damn.
Forced to rush,
Yeah.
I found one emerald.
the twice-aged clone years, was still able to defeat 3 of the Bucketheads.
One emerald?
Yeah, one.
Share
Admiral Brom Titus is shocked to see a clone.
the messages.
Why would you lower yourself to fight with traitors? Where is your loyalty?
John, I'm sending you 2 messages.
Oh,
There.
Out of respect for the decorated veteran,
oh, came through. I just heard it.
worked at a major Imperial training facility. Rex could redeem his military career and wear the stormtrooper armor.
You can wear that armor and be proud of your service again.
Oh,
Really hate this armor.
As the interrogator droid comes.
oh yeah, you are streaming.
Trouble. Can't believe what he's about to do, but he runs back for the captain.
I gotta get my friend.
Titus is furious that the clone is still resisting, and tells Rex that like the rest of his brothers, this decorated
Oh, I see what you
droid
do.
was thrown away like trash.
You will be discarded and forgotten, like an obsolete piece of field equipment.
Now free, the rebels are able to make their escape via the Sentinel.
I thought I could hear myself. I guess not.
Real space. Chopper set
Do you
up
have your volumes on?
gravity wells. Effective beyond
I
control,
think I do.
pulling in all the other
Last time I
ships in this area.
checked, I did.
Dazzling display of capital ship carnage. Back with the Republic
Oh
fleet,
fuck, Liam, how far does this thing need to go?
Jedi and clones make such
Far, because it'd be a tree farm.
thanking each other for their sacrifices. These 2 Clone Wars veterans salute each other, forgiving the past and focusing on the future with the rebellion. But still without a permanent base, the Rebels HQ is just a fleet that stays in obscure parts of space, while the Empire increases.
You know, how do I turn it on again? Because I forget. Oh, is it non? Is it non-party auto? Is it non-party auto? Never mind. It's like a just audio mix.
The same thing as play PS5. So go to your party.
It, Sorry guys, just hold on a second. Yeah. No, I don't have that. Chat. Yeah, hold on a second. Just auto. Okay, a minute. Just what again? Oh, show you boys. Oh, do not allow. Alright. And there we go. Yeah, yeah.
That's why there are billions of bugs on Geonosis.
Once on board the seemingly abandoned Imperial
Thing is though, I can't hear you in the thing though.
Palace's forces. Rex mans a laser
I haven't
cannon on
talked
the
yet.
coast and opens fires on the ATT feeds.
No, like I can't hear you at all.
Rex tries to
What
reassure
do you mean you
his
can't hear me at all?
shooting down
Watching your
several
stream and I
ships,
can't even hear you.
even taking out more of those
Fucking man
bombers.
out.
While Zeb's pod with Callus in
Yeah,
it
we're
is
just
not
surrounded
on
by a
board,
bunch of
but
dirts.
Rex lands on the high siege Geonosian moon. Though the search
any
will take
iron?
a
No, I
while,
don't.
they do eventually find it. When we next see the rebels, the fleet has grown. Both Rex's list of suitable locations and a map of areas from Zeb's nearly extinct species, the Lassan, both identified Adelon as the world so incredibly remote that there was no imperial presence. In this way, Rex was instrumental in providing this major stepping stone towards finally defeating the Emperor.
Hold on, let me try to adjust something.
Though there were the local Krykna that had attacked one of their
Right.
scouts and even captured the captain, forcing the Spectres to venture deep into the creature's cave systems, where countless eggs were discovered, and dangling from the ceiling they found Rex. This rescue alerted the whole colony.
Nixie can hear you in
Rush
mine.
were so aggressive that they even attacked the ship, covering it with their thick webs to prevent escape. All worried that they had discovered why this world was never inhabited. The Krykna almost made it inside of the ship, but were repelled with an impressive flying kick from Rex. Meanwhile, outside, Sabine accidentally discovers that they were agitated and repelled by the sensor arrays. And even though they made it out alive, Rex worried that this was not the right location after all.
I guess we should inform Commander Sato our sights. Might not work out.
But all was not lost, however. By simply creating a perimeter with these sensor arrays, the rebels had their secret base and now a sea of violent spiders that would scare away any unwanted visitors. The rebellion would continue to grow its strength and numbers. They were about to take it to the
What are you doing over here? Liam,
What?
what are you doing over here?
Rex was forced to attend to matters of
Hey, something is fucking going on. It's pissing me off. Like, what the hell do I do?
in order to find the secret
Someone's watching me, I don't know who.
in this ancient
Why the hell was I muted?
attacked by the Inquisitors. And Darth Maul would
Yeah, you've been muted the whole time.
turn Ezra into his apprentice, even fighting
Yeah, I had to go into the
alongside
thing and realize where it said you're on mute.
revenge on the Emperor, and having long abandoned
Oh.
his Darth title. Though by the end of this battle, he would try to kill Kanan, and turn his blades on the Jedi that had
Are we gonna keep continuing going down or not?
all those years ago.
We can stop about here.
And the entire
Here?
Sith Temple would
I think
be
this should be long enough for a tree farm.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna like...
it's a decent size.
Ahsoka inside of it. When the Spectres arrived on Chopper Bay,
How fast does your pickaxe break?
broken and already having her.
I have efficiency 4 on it.
To make this even worse,
I have efficiency 5.
made even more difficult because of his memories with her from the end of the Clone Wars. So many of his
Are we gonna
loved ones from the
replace
Clone Wars
this,
are
or-
lost.
No, I need to
That a
figure out the
remote
water
facility
pattern
was
here.
scrapping Y-wings, the bomber that Rex used to save Ahsoka during the events of Order 66. His bombers would indeed make a great asset.
Maybe I'll take this
So they headed
third
out to
out.
the
Four.
station. Flying through the thick atmosphere, they see that these bombers are being scrapped at an alarming rate. The orders were to simply read
Bro, there's like something right there.
Ezra reasoned that the spirit of the mission was to steal the Y-wings, and if they waited, there would be none left. When Rex disagreed, we see the young Jedi's power struggle against the veteran.
We're going in now. That's in order.
As they near the facility, they are swarmed by dismantler droids. Rex crawls out to shoot, but they are forced to crash land on the station. All while these Clone War hero vehicles were being spit out as scrap. Ezra would run to commandeer another Sentinel, while the rest of the rebels had to fight to free the Y-wings.
You
Hondo betrayed
oh yeah,
Zeb,
the
but at least the bombers were free with the help of Chopper, letting them get away with 7 Y-wings with the astromech remote piloting. But there was one crucial part that the imps salvaged before destroying them.
What? There's no hyperdrive.
An ISD would emerge out of hyperspace and release a squadron of TIE fighters. Just then, a rebel fleet would also pop into real space, allowing the Y-Wings to fly into the hangar of a Quasar Fire-class carrier. Meanwhile, back on Chopper Base, Hera states that these bombers are not for Phoenix Squadron, but for General Chandler Donna's unit, as this network of rebel cells was rapidly expanding. Next, they would need to gather more weapons and explosives, and an old CIS supply ship was a great place to start. As they approach the wreckage, Rex tells them about the droids and how his brother...
Told you I could have done this, but you said no.
Wiped out a lot of Republic troopers. Many of them.
Should we do like the whole wall or
Battles need scores. Some you can't see.
or not?
We need to start putting dirt along here.
And as they approach, they
Oh well,
Rex is a voice that he hasn't heard for over 15 years.
is there any?
The crew is stunned and
Yeah, I'll make.
and as Rex comes to, he has a flashback to the old war.
I don't know. I'll make an iron pick.
He and his droid soldiers
An iron pick, an iron shovel, so then I can just go out and.
that he's extremely intelligent.
I need dirt.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm going. Oh, and I just gotta get a wood.
Was a Republic trick that prevented the shutdown command.
Kalani explains that he wishes to prove that his
We have so much entity shit in our
desperate to have
chest.
one final battle
Yeah.
with Jedi and Clone Trooper.
I have 2 people watching.
Back to the command center and free Zeb. Together they would fight through the B1s and make it into the hangar.
Should put
I have-
stairs right there.
One person watching.
That's me.
You can tell Kalani has been modifying their
Yeah.
tactics.
A lot to his programming. There's a lot to mine as well.
To
Okay.
make it deeper into the CIS ship, droidekas appear on the catwalk above them, and Kanan has to tell Ezra to run, that these type of droids cannot be defeated by a simple lightsaber deflection. They split up, sending Ezra to use the crane to bring the droid smashing down as the vets keep him occupied. But Kalani had predicted that they would split up, and now deploys them
Alright, there we go.
flanking Rex and exposing him to take a droideka bolt to the chest.
Putting my. I'm gonna put like the stuff that I don't need in here.
Rex is upset at the Padawan for taking too long, having been distracted by Chopper.
If we're gonna survive this, we're gonna do it with strategy. And
There's the train on.
In the command center, they are pinned down by another pair of destroyers. Looks as though these clankers would have their final victory. Blasting
Right, well, I'm
Ezra,
going out to get some
knocking
dirt.
his helmet off. Out of anger and frustration, he chucks the helmet at the shield.
How much do we
Everyone's
need?
shock, it flickered and short-circuited, leaving an opening to blast him.
Shield overheated. The droid
Oh,
just worked.
Now free to take the bridge, Rex nearly blasts Kalani, but Ezra steps in at the last second, saying this was pointless. If they were replaying the Clone Wars,
Whoa.
only in the sense that they were both fighting each other instead of recognizing the real
a second.
Why? If none of you warned, who did?
Right on cue, the Imperials had tracked Chopper's signal for help and were descending on this old Clone Wars crash site, with AT-DPs, AT-ATs, and squads of stormtroopers descending on their
Blech.
Clone? Battlefield? You destroyed each other. And when you were both weak enough, the Empire took over.
Plan would be to use some of the
Okay, we have many potions to work with.
Ugh.
Allowing for the combined
I'm just getting some dirt.
droid forces to escape the issue to each other's. Once they make it out to space, they hail Kalani, and Rex says that they both had their victory.
we all just want to clone a human entity.
Okay, got.
All I did was point out that none of you were meant to. Could
Here they would head to Maikapo and try to rescue rebel sympathizers.
What kind of oh, yeah, that shovel, I forgot.
No, John, watch this.
Holy shit.
They had an important moral win for the rebels.
I forgot you got those from the
It also has like Breaking 3.
I forgot we got those.
That's from the end. Bro, the thing about the end is like once you get one elytra, just get some fireworks and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's the only shovel.
I've known Saw a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
You said about something.
No,
It's usually worth taking a close.
no, it's not. Well, efficiency 4. That's the only other one. And the other iron shovel is Unbreaking, and the diamond is Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4. Might as well just take it and test it. I forgot we even got
John,
those.
don't even worry about it. I already got all the dirt.
Alright.
Eventually getting deep enough to encounter V1s and a droideka, who are outflanked by Rex's old pal.
It's good to see you alive.
Outside, Sabine and Zeb have discovered a series of shield generators.
And grab some couple songs and just gonna make some couple stairs, I guess.
The same one that
Don't even worry about it.
Sure.
Solo killed his men.
Yes, it's
Saul
fine.
knows that this bug isn't the only one who knows what the Empire did to the Geonosian people. And more importantly for him, would be the only bug to know what they were building in orbit. Across a cavern, they spot their target.
Who is watching me?
An army of droidicas on the surface.
How much dirt do you got?
Deactivate the shield generators to survive, but it won't hold for long. When Kanan comes up with a creative way to cross the cavern, Clone Wars vets still remember the Jedi's heroicism.
Yeah, but it's just not a Skywalker.
The bug keeps running deeper into the caverns, where Ezra is able to wrestle him down towards the rest of the team. With the signal destroyed, the droidicas shut down, and Saul rushes to interrogate this lone Geonosian. When the Onderonian gets violent, Rex tried to calm him down. All they could get out of him was a vague drawing of a circle within a circle. When he leads him to his workshop, Rex figures they could use his terminal to boost Chopper's signal in order to contact the Ghost. But Saul was tearing apart the bug's room, eventually forcing him to reveal that Click-Clack was hiding a Geonosian egg. The
I can hear
last one of
lava.
his people after the Empire tried to make them extinct. At this point, the Ghost was infamous.
I got 3
Oh,
people.
wait, John, is that you watching me?
Yeah.
Imperials were eager to capture them.
I got 3 people watch. No, I had 3. Now I got 2.
Eventually, the teams are reunited, though they now have different ideas on how to finish the mission. Saul demands that Geonosian tells them more about the Imperial project, but Click-Clack just wants to be set free with his aid. Saul gets more violent, forcing Rex to jump in and grab him. At one time,
Remember, John,
Ronnian was but the apprentice,
don't get,
but with
like,
Rex's age acceleration, Guerrero
I'm gonna
was able
build,
to
like, the
power
area where you should not be mining.
The debate is cut short when Imperial jump troopers descend on the
Fuck.
I didn't do right there. That's the only part I'm not gonna do.
All Rex mans that
That's where the water's gonna go.
the Arquitans blocks the tunnel exit,
Holy fuck, man.
down deeper.
Jesus, this efficiency 4 breaks fast. Oh, wait.
The gas
There.
canisters that the Empire used to kill off the Geonosian population. Saul sees that this bug species, though his enemy in the Clone Wars, have suffered an even worse fate
Jesus.
than the Onderonians. So they plan to use this evidence to rally the Imperial Senate against the Emperor. But these canisters would be dislodged during the battle with the Arquitans as the Spectres tried to punch their way out of the shaft.
The images are frightening, but will not be enough to convince the Senate of the Empire's
The only thing we didn't make it like out of another is just the shovel. Well, we don't need that. Shovel and an axe.
Nah, we're fine, we don't need that.
Would purposely be captured in order to free the Imperial defector. After it was discovered that Grand Admiral Thrawn was monitoring Callus's transmissions. Kanan and Rex were to pick them up when they captured Photo, but the prisoners would move to Thrawn's Star Destroyer, the Chimera. When they meet, Callus sees that his old mentor and Clone Wars hero Willa Yularen is there as well. While they try to determine who the traitor is, they review a star map which has been narrowed down to the possible locations of the rebel raiders. From billions of possible locations, Thrawn now just has a handful, forcing Callus and Ezra to return to the Admiral's quarters with Chopper in order to edit this map, while also making sure the landing codes for the Chimera were sent out to Rex and Kanan, while Callus was now forced to cover their tracks. All of this snooping was done with Lieutenant Liz's cylinder code, while Awinda Price was acting on Thrawn's suspicions that any arriving transport would be evacuated.
Hey, there you go.
She immediately intercepts Kanan and Rex as they exit the shuttle.
Placing you under arrest.
There must be some
Someone's
kind of mistake,
messaging
sir.
me.
I'm sure we can.
Shoot him.
List was overzealous and desperate to get a promotion, so all he saw was Price shooting stormtroopers. Figuring she was the traitor, he stunned her, praising his capture before being tackled by Callus, which allowed the Spectre crew to escape, while simultaneously making it look like List was the one who was trying to help them get away. Despite all those layers, Thrawn felt something was off. He never stopped the intense monitoring of outgoing Imperial transmissions. Next, we
Never gotta
see
get a butt ton of water.
wreckage of old CIS capital
Wait a second.
when they received a message from Senator Mon Mothma.
I have a lot of fireworks. I didn't realize how much I made.
Challenged the Emperor, citing the massacres of the peaceful people of Gorman.
That our self-appointed emperor is little more than a lying executioner.
Their mission would be to safely extract her to rebel forces, and over the outer rim world of Dantooine, she would give the speech that would rally together all of the disparate rebel groups under one banner.
Give my phone off so I can see my battery.
Restore the Republic. With Rex watching in amazement from the rebels' first permanent base, which he helped to create.
Hey guys, just saying, where decided to build this, over here is just all fucking water.
How much he wishes the old general was still with him.
That kind of line
We're on the island of the nether portal, or the end portal. Sorry.
Yeah,
The
around
portal was on this island, so we just built our base just near it, and we made the nether portal look a little more fancier.
Yeah.
Or not the nether portal, the freaking end portal.
Still 2 years out,
This used to be
How
a
does it
big ass
take?
stronghold, but we just redid all the bases and shit. We kept the
Yeah.
portal like this, we kept the lava.
was prepared for a full planetary invasion. Luckily, Fulcrum was able to get a few words off the chopper base before it was back, providing crucial seconds to scramble
Takes it to the end.
Dodonna's forces who had just arrived in orbit. However, the Interdictor would prevent a simple jump to hyperspace. Sato would sacrifice himself and take out the Interdictor.
What's this supposed to be for? Oh, never mind.
Unlimited water source.
Yeah, no, I see what you're doing. I got 9 pieces of dirt left.
There, you're good.
How did a zombie get down in here?
You left the doors open up there.
Just then, the Bendu, an ancient force wielder that is neither Sith nor Jedi, would start raining down death upon the entire battlefront, scrambling everyone and allowing the rebels to make it to their ships.
Oh, so that's why I heard the pedal hour.
Take out the second interdict, allowing them all to make the escape to the rebels' emergency rally point at Yavin. But Rex advises
Liam, you know how much street things you need to get?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Months would pass. We are now in the final year before the destruction of the first Death Star. It is unclear if Rex's maps are used to select.
And here's
It is operated by the Masasi Group rebel cell.
Get undead if I go down there.
That have built these pyramid structures. We see even more Y-wing bombers here, with a squadron of them.
Oh no, I shouldn't be dead, right?
On a mission led by Hera, which also shows us how.
Dude, I
Rex
only took like
many of these bases operate.
half.
The Imperials keep responding quicker than the rebels expect, thanks to a newly created communications outpost.
I forgot since this is really good armor.
Did not figure out, which was only revealed by Saw's partisans.
How does Saw's ragtag group have better intel than we?
Yeah, that's the way to get back
Mothma Callus pointing out that he is willing to torture and terrorize people.
Let me see if we have like anything in the trash. We have a few trash. Yeah, we have right here. John, there's an Enderman down here.
Huh?
There's an Enderman down here.
Knows that he is right about the danger of this outpost. The Spectres would take it out, with the help of the partisans and their powerful U-wing starfighter, chucking proton bombs onto the dish and setting it and the Arquitans above ablaze. Now they would turn to the liberation of Lothal. While the Phoenix rebel cell wanted to liberate Lothal, the homeworld of Ezra and where Thrawn was setting up many of his Imperial projects like the
It wasn't shooting me.
most of the other rebel cells did not see the strategic importance of this planet. Mon Mothma also refused. So Rex would return to Sealos and try to recruit his brothers in this mission. Wolf and Gregor never got involved with the rebel fighting at large, but they did keep in contact. Hera wanted to rally up as many of the disparate allies as they could find. Everyone from the pirate, and in a way a Clone Wars veteran as well.
You doing?
And the bounty hunter Ketsuonyo.
This mission isn't for rebellion.
Getting sapples.
As they approach Lothal, they are
You make a hoe or something?
While planetside,
Shears.
under heavy attack by Thrawn's forces. Just then, a cargo freighter.
That I'm in an iron hoe. Or whatever.
So yes, sir. As Governor Price was taking them prisoner, the boat showed up to away.
Come on, Spinner, you all one shot.
Launching off the ship and on
Okay, I got nobody watching now. I think after I said ho and he just left. Man,
gets a kick out of the connection to his brother.
the thing in Minecraft. Come on, Spider.
That day would be a victory.
One nigga, dude, the zombie's stuck in the tree. Dude, bro, one of the zombies dropped an iron. There's a skeleton. Yeah, I got you, kill. Logic.
With the codes supplied by Price, they were able to take the concept. By using Imperial Protocol 13, they were able to issue an immediate evac order to all of the Imperial forces on Lothal, getting them all into the dome before sending it away.
Are we gonna add any more stuff in here, or?
Callus and Azami would send this order out to the end, though Thrawn would not be this easily outmaneuvered. He plants his Star Destroyer right above the dome. If they wish to lift off and crash into them, the rebels could destroy.
See, I just showed the proof that we didn't
they'd be forced to
do
take
the
out
netherite by ourselves.
along with them. Or Ezra could simply surrender.
Did I go into the end?
Boy's decision. The Admiral opens fire on the civilians
What?
below.
I meant the end. Should I go into the nether portal?
Ezra gives up. While the
Why would you need to go to the nether portal?
Ezra sneaks out and heads to the wall.
Get the eye
While
board.
Luke and his allies were ambushed by
We have in the trash. Oh.
Bart Mack, Santo's nephew from Iron Squadron, was entrusted with Ezra's secret backup plan.
Oh, this is all from the fucking end, pretty much.
And blast out a frequency through hyperspace, a signal that has not been used by travelers for ages.
Protection 3, what's this? Pickaxe, efficiency and efficiency. Efficiency 3 and 4.
Then there was a battle between the infantry members, and while Gregor and Callus rushed the shield operators, one of the imps was able to get off a bolt into the setting, providing one final loss for Rex.
It was an honor to fight with you for something that we
That water's not equal, but
to believe in. We did it, Gregor.
These clones who had been bred to serve a Sith Lord's plot had realized that they chose this fight with the rebellion. The sacrifice saved the city. The shield generator was large enough to envelop the entire capital, removing the threat of bombardment. Ezra was able to deny a temptation from the Emperor, and actually took Thrawn prisoner, directing the Chiss to look out the viewports and see part 2 of his
yeah, you did make it hard. That's did make it diamond hole. That's why you're going so fast. How much did you get?
The planetary blockade and captured the Chimera. Ezra and Thrawn still on board. While Rex was looking on with the rest of the Spectres, mouth agape at this incredible sight. To finish the fight, they would send the dome up into the atmosphere.
How much diamonds is it just to make one thing?
Rex blasting away with the inferior, yet still effective V11, enabling them to exit onto the dome surface and evac via the GOAT.
I have 2
Before
diamonds.
setting the whole station ablaze over a barren area just outside the capital. While the dome erupts in explosions and the city erupts in cheers, they survive Thrawn's attack and would be finally free of Imperial oppression. But Rex is still
Guess I'll do some trees as well.
The Empire won't just let us keep this place. We need to prepare for how we're going to fight back.
This would be the first planet to be completely liberated of a major Imperial occupation.
Holy, I don't remember these things going so fast.
Scarif, Yavin, or Hoth. It seems that he and Wolf remained here to turn the locals into a proper military fighting force. These men, trained by the Kaminoans and their Mandalorian advisors, and led by their
Doesn't matter what tree.
actually had turned down an offer to give up their
No, really, all trees matter.
This was a role that Rex chose.
True enough.
But he would now again be called Commander Rex, and help to build up such a strong force here that the Empire never came back for a fight. But there was one last battle for the old clone, when the Rebel Alliance discovered that a second Death Star was being constructed, and that the Emperor and
I got
Mothma
one
decided
oak
to throw
sapling.
everything the Rebel Alliance had at finally ending the war during the Battle of Endor. Commander Rex's decades of fighting and stealth operations made him an invaluable member of General
Dude, my fucking eyes hurt.
I
think it's 'cause I'm moving around. Game too much.
Though Rex would not know that this was the
Sapling.
child of his beloved general from all those years ago, it just shows the interesting ways the Force works. And as they approach, we see that just as Anakin had once told them, he was leading the rebel troopers from the front, right behind Chewbacca as the team made their approach. Once they arrive at the target, it is Rex who disarms the stormtrooper, and is always thinking ahead, as we see that Rex donned the scout trooper's armor just in case the imps need to be tricked during the next
trees are
planted.
bare, man.
Fox emerged to save the
How
day.
many oak saplings you got?
To think that Rex could have been
Wait, I got 12
this hero of 2 galactic scale
spruce
wars,
saplings, and I got 1 oak.
But luckily this was not the case. And in the confusion, him and
Does
the
it
other
really
members
matter
of
what
the upper
one?
While up in orbit,
Like I said before, no, it doesn't.
his close friend Anakin would finish the fight just like the old days, ending this decades-long war against Darth Sidious. A war that started at the moment of Rex's inception, all those decades ago on Kamino.
I have 19 saplings, I'm gonna place them down.
I have fuck, I have 21, including 1 oak. I got spruce.
That should be enough.
Okay, I still got 20. Luke said do you have cheats on?
What?
Luke said, do we have cheats on?
No.
No.
Hell, if you even want proof, you can literally go to the fucking thing and look.
So be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more. To see more
Yeah.
videos like this and to help ensure that we
Like go to the game
please check out
and go down to show where the cheats are.
PayPal, as well as affiliate links to cool Star Wars stuff, and even ways to help support this channel for free. It's all linked down below. Special shout out to our supporters over on Patreon, especially our
Oh fuck!
25
Since when I was playing on this world, I fucking made
Cheats
it
are
creative
off.
by accident.
Garcia.
Yeah,
Most important of
you can
all,
tell 'cause it says right fucking there.
never underestimate the clones.
1, 2.
Force will be with you. Always.
So because like, if you're wondering how he has all this stuff already, it's because I've been playing on this world for months, more like weeks.
Yeah.
And I've had all the extra shit. So I just gave John like half the stuff, and also I gave him some stuff from the End City.
Simply give up this mid-rem world. And need to show
Yeah,
you
like
that
we,
this tactic won't go unopposed.
Luke, we have like a full, like, it's like two full chests of stuff from the end.
That's from the End City. All the
The End
light
City.
shows and shit that we found.
Yeah. Then the enchantment books are from the libraries and that. Diamond Horse, I don't know where you found that. Like for example, this shovel does, like, it goes really fast. The diamond shovel,
Seeing that it works so well on Tabrin, Dooku was here
make it 3 going for days, man.
And Cody would be the leader of the Allied forces that included Rex.
Fast that shit goes.
They were tasked with protecting the Hisson population, while the Jedi went to try and confront Dooku and Ventress. During the battle, the generals were able to get the coordinates of the Parliament members, and Plo was able to get that message.
Hey, what are you watching?
The transmission is garbled. Cody knows
Oh, it's just like a backstory of something.
they leave,
See.
find the original
Ugh.
and not take this mission into their own hands.
I'm getting tired.
So that he can hold down the position with his men.
What time is it?
That Wolf should be the one to
It is 12:28. I'll get off at like, get off at 1.
Yeah, same.
Off in like 30 minutes. I'm not ready to get off just yet. I'm not that far.
Well, I need to upgrade my pickaxe. So bro, we've had so much fucking iron and diamonds from the fucking end. There's so much stuff. Also, if I talk about the extra fucking end pearls that we killed from the Enderman. Charcoal, blaze powder. We have this shit for days.
Keep inventory activates cheats, doesn't it?
Keep inventory? Not really. It's like one of the cheats. But we don't have them on.
But we already beat the game, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We activated them not too long ago. Because since we've completed the game, I don't want us dying and losing all of our shit.
Because
I
like,
turned on keep inventory.
that's the only cheat that's on.
Just keep inventory.
Yeah.
And I've already have every single trophy in the game that I can get.
Because we worked really hard for this stuff, and if we lost it, then we did all of it for nothing. Spare 21. That's a message to me.
Skywalker calls for evac and has to improvise to get to Kobe's tower, where these two forces rush to the rooftop. Blaster fire flying in both directions as the two ARC troopers join up and uncover and blast away some clankers. One of their brothers will rip off the head of the attack before they make their escape. Rex notes that they can use this to find out how the CIS knew their plan. At the JR's forward base, we see Cody and Rex are the ones tasked with uncovering this mystery. But what they get from the droid
They
is
spared
no clues
21
as to how they got
streaks.
this information. They all lied, as they wonder how the CIS could have cracked their transmissions, Kenobi suspects that the source is from within their own ranks.
A spy, sir? But who would want to betray our troops to the semis?
Cody is extremely skeptical. He knows just how thorough the Kaminoan training was, how they were genetically crafted for absolute loyalty, and endlessly drilled from birth to fight for the Republic. As the Jedi leave to go behind enemy lines for any clues on how they got this intel, Kenobi makes sure that the clones understand how top secret this mission is.
What you doing?
Getting some, I felt some metal and gold. Bro, we have so much gold! I didn't fucking realize. I guess I'll craft up all the copper as well.
lose him in the mess hall.
I'll be back. I gotta use the bathroom.
The very idea of a traitor
No problem.
clone would upset the brothers. When they return to the command center, we again see how their long friendship was considered more important than whatever higher rank Cody had over Rex. And Cody, as a great leader, is always open to ideas from Rex. Rex says that Cody should give an update to the generals, and tasks R2-D2 with searching through all of the signals sent out from the Republic base. After some time, Rex is able to detect a series of signals that were being sent out infrequently from one of the barracks. And when he shows it to Cody, the commander is in disbelief.
Slick's barracks. Only Slick's men would have access to that terminal.
As they arrive, Slick says it's impossible, but if they really want to question the men, he should at least talk to them first. But Cody simply cuts him off and gets to business.
Let me have a few minutes with them first. I don't think that's necessary. Your men are tough, right? Take a seat, gentlemen.
They grill each of them, trying to poke holes in their stories, some of them wanting to hide minor infractions of protocol, but it seems like their best suspect, Chopper, was just crafting trinkets from droid parts. Though Slick pushes this point, saying how could they trust a clone who lied to his commander, and did break protocol. But in his rant to incriminate his brother, Cody catches something.
How did you know the Jedi were gone? I really wish you had
Slick surprises
I'm
him
back.
but buys the traitor a chance to escape. They track his signal, but when they approach, they see that it was a trap. Thermal detonators erupted, along with several other pre-arranged explosives that took out several ships and walkers. Meanwhile, the Jedi were engaged with Ventress, the one who corrupted Slick. She was able to escape back to Lotham's forces, and they used their ill-gotten info to prepare for their next attack. Back on the base, Cody sees something is out of place, and Slick is likely hiding in the air vents, telling Rex to leave him and continue the search. His old friend is confused at first, but quickly picks up what Cody is getting at. Commander
He is so
Ventress
streaming, I see.
carelessly placed his blaster on the holo terminal, drawing the snake out.
Hey there, Slick.
And the spy tries to explain why he betrayed the Republic. But these troopers aren't bugged. Enraged, Slick springs on Rex and takes his blaster. Shots go off and Cody takes him to the ground. You see the elite martial
They're
arts
going
training
slowly.
with the pure rage and passion behind his hatred for the Republic, and Slick fighting like a trapped animal. He gives both these ARC troopers a tough time, but Cody eventually is able to knock him out with a single strike. Now in custody, he would be transferred over to the Jedi Generals. As Slick is hauled off, he says that the Republic is evil, and his brothers are fools
I
for
mean,
not
you
seeing
know
through it.
that,
Things that would forever trouble Rex and Cody.
did you watch the video when the title Ghost 681 rescued 678? Did you see that?
But this
John, I haven't
self-righteousness
watched many
is
YouTube videos in
someone
the past
who's
like
willing to
week.
kill his own brother.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, if you watched it, then...
You wouldn't have put them at risk.
Cody gets a report that it seemed like Slick's
The reason why I recorded it was because of the engine, because I heard it, because it was loud as fuck.
would be crucial to the next defense.
Because an MP-50 pick up speed, they get pretty loud. And then
This was the largest assault
616 was going pretty slow when I saw it.
B2 and B1 droids all in file, blasting their way through the clones.
Stood in the
Up
wrong
close, we can see
spot.
Cody right at Kenobi's side, leading from the front as the blinding flurry of bolts whiz by. His trust in Kenobi is unshaken, but the reckless General Skywalker has him worried.
Yeah.
His friend Rex was already used to this, and calmly he and the 501st come flying down to take out the CIS walkers. Kenobi and the 212th
Why'd you take these blocks down?
Cody into so many elite programs, sprinting into the middle of the droids, and then demonstrating amazing hand-to-hand combat skills, taking out several of them without firing a shot. But what really saved the day were the A7 cannons that blew apart the AATs and turned the tide
Oh,
against the
accidentally went to the end.
reinforced their position, and even got the surprising delivery of a Padawan learner, a young Togruta named Ahsoka Tano. Though Rex would always speak highly of her, Cody would not spend as much time under her command. And never
I accidentally
developed a
went into the
relationship
end.
with Skywalker's Padawan. Later that day, Loathsome would engage an enormous and expanding deflector shield. It rendered the cannon
Oh, I see.
useless
Well, yeah.
and allowed the droids to simply march right behind it as they overtook the Republic position. Kenobi was trying to hold them off from getting to the cannons, while Anakin and Ahsoka were able to slip past their forces and destroy the shield generator. This would be a major Republic victory, but they then get a report that Jabba the Hutt's son had been kidnapped. Hutt space was the largest independent area in the galaxy, and if the Republic could keep them as an ally, no matter how many systems seceded to the CIS, the GAR would always have this enormous staging area to access the Outer Rim. Jabba's child was tracked to the monastery on Teth, where Anakin would lead the invasion force. Cody and the 212th stayed behind in the Venator, while General Kenobi went to negotiate with Jabba the Hutt. Skywalker's team would rescue the Huttlander, but CIS forces were now descending on them, and framing it as if the Republic had kidnapped Little Rhoda. The
Answers
droids
I
were
have.
adventurous, and were simply too numerous to repel,
Really
forcing the
gotta wait
clone
till
troopers
September
back
1st.
into the monastery. Kenobi's forces scrambled to rescue them, swooping in with a squadron of B-19s, blasting through the droid fighters as they tried to clear out the landing zone. Fellow Squad 7 leader Oddball was nearly shot down, but Kenobi would be able to keep the skies clear, while Cody was tasked with coordinating the transports that would provide the evac.
Cody, prepare the gunships for ground assault. Yes, sir. Go, go, go!
This rescue mission would be successful, and luckily the commander was not in the side hangar that was completely destroyed when a vulture purposely crashed into it, preventing Skywalker from docking
It's
the
12:36.
entire hangar ablaze. Eventually, after some intense combat with Dooku and Ventress, the child would be returned to Jabba.
I didn't know
The
that there
alliance
was
with the
Nuka
Republic
gear.
was secure. Cody there alongside Kenobi and Yoda as they came.
You have any netherite blocks?
It would prove to be a very complex
What?
and crucial.
You got any netherite?
After this, both Cody and Rex would have some time away from the battlefront.
Sadly I do not. I used the last little bit to max up both of our armors.
Station of Castile is fully operational. Captain Rex and I are proceeding to the outpost and the Rishi system.
We get a really sincere look at what
Should I go in? Right? No.
Good man.
Nah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Grievous had sent
Oh.
I mean, it's getting, John, it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
to make their way into the listening post. Moments
Do we
later,
want to
our
call it a day and do this
inspection
shit tomorrow?
They were alarmed at how long it takes to get a response.
I'll be on like tomorrow night. I don't really stream during the day.
And Cody can already tell this is going to get complicated.
Well, good luck. I'm putting you in charge of this one.
There were survivors of the Commandos' attack, and they knew who was coming for the planned inspection. You
Yeah, I
could see
might
excitement
just get
in
off.
their
I'm actually
voices
pretty
as
fucking
that
tired.
This elite commander was coming to the rescue.
Alright guys, this is the end of the stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night.
But are intercepted by a